Pleasure, back to another episode of Junior Chef TV. Today I'm going to show you how to make a birthday cake, and this one's actually for my friend. It's her 12th birthday and I'm making her birthday cake, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please watch it all and hope you get some tips from it. So yeah, let's get on to the video. In this video I'm going to make white chocolate. This is what white chocolate mud cake, and I've already made a milk chocolate mud cake, so it's two different flavors. And I'm going to make white chocolate ganache buttercream, well, not buttercream but cream, and then I'm going to put white chocolate, milk chocolate around the outside, and then I'm going to cover in fondant, and it's going to be really good. And I'm going to show you guys how to make it too, so you guys can make it as well. So let's get on to the video. Okay, so we're going to be short and sharp, so I'm going to tell you the ingredients while I'm actually doing it. So I've got a medium-sized saucepan here, nice, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, but I didn't want my mud cake to be too sugary because I'm using white chocolate and milk chocolate, which is already sugary. So I'm putting 1 cup. You guys can do it either 1 cup if you're using milk chocolate. If you're using dark chocolate, probably a good idea to put 1.5, so it's nice. Anyway, 250 grams of butter. And that does not have to be softened because we're melting it, but mine was softened. We're going to be needing 180 grams of white chocolate. If you want to make milk chocolate or dark chocolate mud cake, either put milk chocolate or dark chocolate. And we've got 3/4 cup of milk. Guys, let's go to the stove. Alright guys, so I'm going to put this on medium-low heat until all the butter and chocolate and sugar are melted, and I'm going to take it off the heat. Guys, so my mixture's all melted up, and now this is way too hot to add eggs and stuff. So what we want to do is put this into another bowl, and a big bowl, please. Not please, like just put it into a shush oven. Anyway, just put it into a big bowl, because this is where we're going to be mixing all of the cake batter. We're going to put it into a big bowl and let it cool. I sometimes go outside if it's a cold day, put it in the freezer a little bit. I'll put something frozen underneath and just mix it, just so that it cools faster, because it will take a long time. So my mixture has cooled, but now before I keep going, I need to crack my eggs into a bowl and lightly whisk them so they incorporate way better. Alright guys, so all you want to do is just lightly whisk, so barely whisking. Alright guys, so I've whisked 2 eggs, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sieve in the dry ingredients first, which are 1.5 cups of plain flour, and then we've got 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, and then we've got about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to sieve in the flours, and then we're going to put the egg and the extract in. Alright guys, so the reason that I sieved in the flour first, because if your mixture is a little bit hot and you don't want your eggs to scramble, you can either wait like I did, but then also the flour will cool down the mixture a little bit before you add the eggs. Now I'm just going to whisk that with a whisk. You guys might be able to see not all the flour is, here you can come in, not all the flour is whisking, and that's good right now, because now I want to add like about 1/2 of the eggs, so about 1 egg, and then I'm going to whisk until it's combined, and then not all combined as well, and then I'm going to add the other egg, or whisked egg. You can never forget the vanilla. Okay, so my white chocolate mud cake mixture has been done, and for this birthday cake I want 2 of these 22-inch pans. And then I recently, I'm trying to find the net, I recently found, got this new pan, which is a smaller one. It's a bit deeper. So I really, really like that. And I made the exact same 2 big ones, 1 small one for my milk chocolate mud cake, and then I'm gonna spray them with some canola oil cooking spray, and then we're gonna put them in and then put them in the oven. Now I'm gonna put my mixture evenly into these 3 pans. Alright guys, so I've done my cakes and now they're going to go into 150 degrees Celsius. I know that's very low, but we're going to low bake them for a long period of time. So they're going to go in there for about 45 minutes. I don't know, but you just have to put the toothpick in until it's clean, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm going to be making some white chocolate ganache cream. For the middle, it's my specialty. I'm actually pretty good at it. It's one of my secret recipes, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So this is going to be going in between my layers. And as I said, I have milk chocolate mud cake as well as white chocolate mud cake. So this is going to be white chocolate ganache, but I'm going to be making the exact same thing in milk chocolate as well, so it's nice balance of colors. So this is how we make it. We have 250 grams of white chocolate in the bowl. And then we have half a cup of cream. And then we have a saucepan. And then we're going to add the cream into the saucepan and go off to the stove. Okay, so I put my cream in a saucepan and I'm going to put it over medium heat. And I'm going to take it off when it's scalding, which means when there's little bubbles forming. But I'll show you what that looks like if you don't know. Alright guys, this is what scalding looks like. When there's little bubbles forming around, and occasionally I gave it a swirl so nothing would burn. So now I'm going to take it off to the heat. Alright guys, so my cream is ready. Now what I'm going to do is just pour it over all the chocolate. Make sure your bowl is heat proof. And then my tip is I get a bowl, I give it a bit of a shake so all the chocolate's submerged in the cream. Put the bowl over and let it all melt together. And if the chocolate is not fully melted, then you can definitely put it in the microwave, only if your bowl is heat proof. Alright guys, so my cream has been sitting on my chocolate for about 5 minutes now, and now I'm just going to give it a bit of a stir. As I said, if it's not fully melted, you can just put it in the microwave. Guys, so all my chocolate has melted, and I did have to put it in the the microwave. So if you have to do that, don't be stressed. That's what happens. So I'm gonna put Glad wrap over it, and the Glad wrap has to touch the actual ganache so it doesn't form a skin. And then I'm going to put mine in the fridge overnight and leave it the next day so it softens. So I'll show you all of that tomorrow. Hey guys, it is the next day, and my cakes are cool. My ganache is ready. And yeah, we're going to bring this all together. But before we do that, I know my cake is a mud cake, but I'm still going to do this step. It's called making a simple syrup to make the insides really moist. No, mud cakes are usually dense, but you know, let's give it a bit of a moist, texture. So how to do this is so simple. Any sort of ratio, all you need is, if you had a quarter cup, if you had a quarter cup sugar, you need a quarter cup water. If you have half cup sugar, you need half cup water. You just need the exact same amount, water and sugar. I'm going to do a quarter cup of sugar and a quarter cup of water, put them together in a pan, and you bring it to the boil, and then I'll show you what's next. So I made my simple syrup. It literally took 5 minutes maybe. All I did is I just put it on the stove until it came to the boil, and then I put it into a little cup. You're going to need a paintbrush, and now I'm going to start assembling everything together. Alright guys, my simple syrup is done, and I'm letting that cool. Now what I'm going to do is make the chocolate ganache filling. I'm going to use the milk chocolate for my filling, and I'm going to put the white chocolate as a crumb coat. And then, you can do it the other way, and yeah, this is a really, really nice recipe, and I'm going to take you through it. Alright guys, so to start off, we're going to get an electric beater with a whisk attachment. You can use a hand mixer, and maybe don't use your arm because it's going to take a long time. I'm going to use a whole carton of cream because I'm making a big cake for my friend. This is 600 milliliters of cream. You can do more or less of whoever you're making this for. I'm going to put it in here and whisk it till soft peaks. Alright guys, so I've just got all my cream and I'm putting it into a really big bowl so I can mix it all well. Alright, so I put my cream all in this bowl and I'm going to set this off to the side now. And I've got the same bowl, I scraped out all the cream, but I'm still going to put, it's okay if there's still a little bit of cream. And I'm going to put my milk chocolate ganache in here and I'm going to whip it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Even though I've whipped this up, it's still a little bit stiff to put in the cream because it might deflate the cream. So a little trick that I do is I get a little bit of the cream, I add it in, and instead of folding it, I just whisk it in so it gets a bit like lighter and softer so I can mix it in better. Guys, this is what it should look like. It's so much lighter and so much fluffier, as you can see. Guys, I've got my chocolate ganache and now I'm going to fold about a third of it into the cream. I'm going to be really gentle while folding and I'm just going to keep adding until all the chocolate is gone and there's no more streaks of brown in the cream. Alright guys, so what I do is I go down the middle and then I go around the side. So down the middle, around the side, and sometimes I go over, I go down the middle, around the side. And that really works. Guys, so all my chocolate ganache is done and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble all my cakes. I'm going to show you guys the time lapse of what I do. I just trim the tops of all of them and I'm going to simple syrup them. It's good. It's really good. So I brought my turntable back to make it easier. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of ganache, one of the ganache cream that we just made, and I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to start layering up my cakes and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, hey guys, so I've been filling all these cakes up with beautiful frosting, and now I'm going to just crumb coat them, put them in the fridge, and then tomorrow I will have the white chocolate ganache, which I'm going to do the final coat with, and then we're going to cover it with fondant, and then it'll be good. Alright, so I've done these two cakes. I'm going to put them in the fridge and I'm going to start making my little fondant decorations. And then tomorrow we'll assemble everything together. So, my cakes are in the fridge cooling, their crumb coat layer is cooling. Now I'm going to be doing the fun part, which I'm going to be making the little fondant decorations. I have this white decorating icing, which is called fondant. That's for all the decorations that I'm going to make now. And then I've got some black fondant, which I'm going to put all over the cake so the colours just pop. I'm going to show you how I usually work with fondant and how I think is best, and then I hope you guys learn some tips. Alright guys, first tip, always when you're colouring fondant, best to wear gloves, or all the colouring will go everywhere. If you have like, I'm trying to make rainbow, little bits of like rainbow fondant, and if you have already made like colours of fondant, use that, but I'm going to have to make it myself with white fondant and food colouring. So I'm just going to put a time lapse on kneading all the fondant together. Let's go. Red, done. done. Green is done. Purple is done. Last color. Alright guys, I've got a chair down. I don't know why, felt like sitting down. Anyway, I've got all my colors of fondant: red, orange, green, blue, and purple. I've got some corn flour so it doesn't stick. I've got, I forgot this, my rolling. This is actually a specific rolling pin for fondant, so it's really good. And I've got like a bunch of tools here and a bunch of cutters because I'm going to be making little decorations. And they're going to dry overnight so that they harden. So you guys are just going to watch me, I don't know, I'm going to make it up, but I'm going to do it. Alright guys, look what I did. I just made different shapes and I'm really happy with them. I'm going to put glad wrap over them and leave them overnight so they become hard. Guys, so it's the next day. This is the final day of making the cake and I'm really excited to finish it off. Alright, so I've got my chilled, I'm using the little cake first and I'm going to do the big cake. I've got my white chocolate ganache and this has been in the fridge overnight, but then I put it out so it's nice spreadable consistency because we're going to be doing one final layer over the cake before we put the fondant over. I'm going to do a time lapse of putting the ganache onto here and you guys can see what I do. On to the next cake. Guys, it's fondant time. Now I'm going to be covering my cakes in black fondant. You can do any color. Alright guys, so I've got my black fondant and this is for the small cake, that's why it's such a small amount. What I'm doing is I'm kneading it until it's nice, soft and pliable, and usually wear gloves so that fingerprints don't like show out in the fondant, and then you'll all be good. Alright guys, I have a fondant mat that I'm going to be rolling my fondant out. If you can just use your counter or just like a I don't know, what are the chopping board or whatever. But yeah, I have a tip for how to do it. So basically you get a rolling pin and you roll it in a little bit of corn flour. I used to use icing sugar, but apparently corn flour works better. And then I heard you go 1, 2, you turn. 1, 2, you turn. 1, so basically you just have to turn after you go 1, 2, and then you turn the fondant. 1, 2, turn the fondant. Alright guys, so I've done my fondant. Mine's pretty thin, but don't make yours too thick because it's just going to be too much in your mouth, or don't make it too thin because it could rip. So mine's sort of in the middle. I'm going to put my fondant over my rolling pin, grab it up like that, but I'm not. Alright guys, so my first cake is all done. I'm really proud of it. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm going to set that off to the side, and now I'm going to be making my fondant for the next cake. so last time I made the mistake, I thought we did not have enough black fondant, so I made my layer pretty thin. There is a couple of tears which I didn't want. So I made this layer a little bit thicker, which is easier to put over this cake, and I'm just going to do the same thing. Put it over the rolling pin, grab the rolling pin, wait, sorry, I didn't have a good, got to have a good grip so it doesn't fall off. Grab the rolling pin. Alright guys, so basically after every, like last time I did this too, all you do is you pick up the fondant and then you just drape it, like, so you're just trying to drape it over, smooth it out. You're just going to keep smoothing it out. That's basically the tip. Alright guys, it's time to place this cake onto here and then that cake onto there. It's going to be all crazy, but it's going to work. So I've got a little bit of the white chocolate ganache that was left over and put it on the base. And now I need my mum's help to get, and she has to get a spatula under there so we can lift this up and put it on there. Guys, as many of you should know, when you make a bigger cake, or you have like 2 layers of stuff, you should always put some supports in. Now, I forgot to go buy some thick, good quality supports, but I do have these little skewers, which are bamboo skewers, and they are thin. They work, but not as well as big skewers, but I'm still going to use them. Alright guys, now I'm just going to put my bamboo skewers in wherever I think's best. If you have good thick ones, you don't have to put as much as me, as much as I'm going to be doing. Picking up my cake, being quick. I'm gonna pray that it's all nice and even. That's actually really set up. Alright guys, this is actually really cool. Step back. Ah! Done. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm putting little gems and little, I put some fondant and now I'm putting little gems over. I've got a bit of water to stick the little pearls on, and then I'm just going to go around the cake. And you guys can literally, if you're making this, just do whatever you want. Whatever suits the person, if it's a boy, if it's a girl, if they like Barbies, if they like cars, like whatever. Guys, I am done. Looky. Oh, that one's not really. My pearls are all done. Now I'm going to get all my little rainbow fondant details that I made last night. And I'm just going to, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to do what I think is right. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Guys, this is the bottom layer. I'm really proud. I think it looks really good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing to the top. Alright guys, after 3 days of making cake, buttercream, fondant, everything like that, I have finished my friend's 12th birthday cake. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what I should make next, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, bye. Guys, so my white batter has, you know what, just start again.
Trafford, there was a tribute to the...
Alright, hey guys, so, okay, do it again, so I was just not ready. cream, and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna put it into the cream. Guys, so I brought this turntable back. Whatever, it's like spins, so it's really easy to like crank coat and do all that sort of stuff. I brought this back, and I'm using this because I'm not going to use my serving plate because that will be for later. Okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm saying. Starting. Hey guys, we are in the making of a cake, and yeah, so it's got my apron on. We're in the making of a cake, and we're gonna keep going. It's gonna be good. At my place, we don't even have to brush. You can leave a toothbrush at my place. And rip. So don't make it too thick, or it's just too much. Don't make it too. Don't make it too thick because it's gonna. Don't make it too thick because it's gonna be too much fondant. But don't make it. So don't make it too thin because then it's gonna rip. Still making me laugh. I'm actually ready, so I'm just grab it up. It's not. It's fine. Alright, guys. I'm gonna grab my fondant. That goes in the bloopers, by the way. Grab my fondant. I need someone's help. 1 second. Can someone come, please? And it doesn't have to be in the video. You just have to pull the cake here. I'm gonna get my edible marker and I'm gonna line. I've got my bamboo skewer in, and I'm just gonna measure. There we are. Pull it out, and that is where I'm gonna cut. Now I've got these big, I don't know, meat cutters or something. I just like using them. I'm gonna get them, and it's gonna be. Oh, well, it's a hard one.